But most people, Bree, not willing to do that. They like 30,000. How much people pay to go to college or university?
That's a fact.
What are we talking about? A majority of the people go to college, teach at colleges, university. I majored in business administration at Georgia State. None of my professors ever owned a business.
Yeah.
None of my professors, no disrespect to them, because one of my professors, Tom Boyle, he was my business writing professor or whatever the case may be at Georgia State. Great professor. He always checked on me even after I graduated from Georgia State. Shout out to him. But I'm going to say this. Majority of my professors at Georgia State did not have any business experience in terms of growing companies. They all was teaching textbook.
Yeah.
If that makes sense. They were not practitioners. My guy that led the mastermind that was charging $30,000 a year, his business was doing over $250,000 a month.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? It's a different type of situation.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So when I hear people online these days talking about, oh, if they're offering courses and coaching, it's a scam. Everybody's not that way. Now, is there some out there that way? Yes. Or masterminds? Yes, it is. It is some out there that's not all the way legitimate. Nah, I say that. Believe me, I know, because I've invested in a lot of them. Some of them are not all the way legitimate. But it is something that is.
Yeah.
In the Rising 1%, we are, because we've offered courses and coaching over the years and stuff like that outside the agency. Some are legitimate. They can really teach something. But I'll let you chime in, bro. I know I'm going on my tangent. But go ahead, I'll let you chime in, bro.
I love it, because a lot of people don't quite understand the aspect of it.
Yeah.
Of the education, after the education.
Exactly.
So in my lane, we have something called CE.
Yep.
Continuous education.
Yep.
So in a lot of different industries, that's not necessarily licensed. Mm-hmm. You don't have CE courses.
Yeah.
Continuous education, meaning you gotta keep learning.
Right.
You gotta keep understanding how the market changes and how to operate in the market.
Exactly.
So in your lane, you don't have no regulated CE course amount of hours that you gotta take.
Right.
It's all on you.
Exactly.
So that means the people that do learn and grow. The people that don't, you're gonna be stuck.
Exactly.
Now, what I can't lie about, when it came to a lot of the courses and things like that, or as far as business, I can't lie, G.
Okay.
I put a lot of weight on you.
There you go.
I watched you go to do these things and like, ooh, I can't wait till G come back and tell me how to do this shit. You see what I'm saying?
I love it.
That's how, and that's what it's about. That was on me.
Yeah.
So like I remember all of these things. Right. I know you go out, you like, Bri, I'm finna go do this course. Shit, 30,000 G. Yeah, 30,000. I'm like, all right, go ahead.
Yeah.
You go. The time you come back and say, G, what you learn? Tell me what they talk about.
There you
You
go.
know what I mean?
Absolutely.
That's how I picked up a lot. Now, not saying I wouldn't invest in it myself, but you know what I mean? For me, seeing you do it, and not saying same lane, but the business aspect of it.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I say, we've been since J High.
Exactly.
So I watched the college. I seen the record label.
Exactly.
I sit back and watch every aspect, form of business you've done.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
And knowing how you handle business, I know, hey, it's either he going all the way in or he ain't doing it.
Right.
One is no middle ground. So that's
even the new skill set, Bri, you introduced me to it in the last show. What I did, I said,
all the way in. You got you a coach.
I'm gonna get a coach.
You got you a coach.
Right. Because at the end of the day, Bri, I know you busy, and then Bri, you good at the skill, but of course as well when it comes to teaching, you know, everybody have different ways of teaching things.
Ways of learning.
Exactly, and learning. Right. So I said, I'm gonna get a coach.
Yeah.
That's how I do it in any industry. You know what I mean? Like, if I'm going into it, I'm going to find a coach, bro. I just can't consume myself with YouTube University. No, man, I need to find some of the top people in this space. Bro, how much you charge, bro, for your time to teach me the game, bro? Give me the game. You feel what I'm saying? I'll pay you. You know what I mean? I ain't asking for free. Give me the game. I'll put some dollars in your pocket. Give me the game, and we're going to go all in. You know what I mean? Yeah. That's just how I always been. And I'm going to tell you, Bri, it's all about, too, just being in the rooms and not being the smartest person in the room. I used to come back and tell the Rise of the 1% team all the time on calls when I came back from those masterminds. I said, I'm the brokest person in that room. Right? And I'm not literally broke. Yeah. And the business is not literally broke. Yeah. But we weren't doing the numbers that these business owners are doing. I'm the only black business owner in the whole room. Yeah. So I'm saying, we're not doing the numbers they doing. So I'm considered broke in this room. But I'm gonna soak up the game, the knowledge, and I'm gonna come back. We're gonna apply it to our business, and we're gonna help our clients level up. And majority of our clients have been black over the years, so that's a big impact on the black community. You know what I'm saying? And that's how we do it. But no, we're not broke. You know what I'm saying? But when it broke and rich is relative, depending on who you're in the room with. You see what I'm saying? If I'm in a room with a bunch of folks business doing $100 million a year, you know what I mean, and we ain't nowhere near that, then you know what I'm saying? Yeah. That's relative. So that's how I kind of like look at those type situations. That makes sense?
Of course. That's the best way to look at it. And then understanding it and not trying to act.
Right.
You feel me?
Exactly.
Understanding where you stand.
Yep.
Understanding your position. And soaking in the knowledge.
There you go.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Now I can't lie. I picked up a few things though. This past year been a nice little reflection year for me. Shit been going really, very well, but what I've understood is certain ways I gotta move to go to another level.
Yeah.
And not saying I'm not happy or content with where I'm at, but for what I see for the future, it's definitely things that I gotta change.
Right.
And hearing this, seeing how you move. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I know you whatever that ticket is now, like you say, you'll drop 30 to go learn something.
Right.
You know what I mean? And maybe that's on me. Cause I wasn't there. I had other responsibilities, but it's okay. But it makes sense.
And I'm gonna say this from a humble space. I invested 30, right? But within literally around about a month of me being in the mastermind, and I have our media guy, Tonio, put this up in this video because Tonio got the screenshot. We've used it in webinars. We made 30 in a month.
Look,
in revenue,
we spoke on that other episode.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you're right. We made 30 in a month. You know what I'm saying? So to be honest, that's the thing. What people don't realize is you're not investing in these type situations.
You're investing in yourself.
Yeah, to have growth, and you're gonna get if you take the information or whatever you're getting out of it seriously, you're gonna get a return on investment, and you're gonna profit. You see what I'm saying? Not only did I meet up with these people 4 times a year in sunny Isle, Florida, down by Miami, but also we got on Zoom calls every single week. I had one-on-one access to the guy that was head of the mastermind, who was a multi-millionaire. Like, it's a lot of things that came with it. You see what I'm saying? And it changed everything. Honestly, that was one of the most powerful programs I think I've been in all the programs I've been in. Like, literally, probably the most powerful. It changed everything for me. So I'll tell you this. Anyway, advice to you all that's looking at this is that, YouTube University, like I said, is fine, but you got to extend yourself beyond that. Like I say, buy books, personal development, also around your skill set. Read biographies. I've read a lot of biographies over the years, too, on some of the top business people and thought leaders in the world. Watch documentaries. All that helps. And then you really want to take it to the bigger levels, get you a coach in what you're doing. You know what I mean? It'll fast pace you to where you're looking to go. You see what I'm saying? It's a lot of different ways to get to a destination, Bri. You can ride a bike. You see what I'm saying? You can hop in the car.
Hey.
You see what I'm saying?
Train,
you can hop on a train, a bus, a plane. You can fly private. You feel me?
Or you can walk.
Or you can walk. You know what I'm saying? Just in some of my situations, I chose to fly on a plane or a private. For $30,000, I consider that a private plane. You know what I mean? The other coaching programs I've been in where it's been low investments, I say that's the plane.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So you choose how you want to get to your destination. Yeah. Everybody get there how they get there. You see what I'm saying? But I'm telling you, coaches help. I hired my first coach in 2014. It changed everything for me. I know, Bri, you always talked about how, my discipline over the years and stuff. You know what I mean? Because my first coach wasn't even just my business coach. He got me right even in my personal life.
Okay.
He the one that showed me my morning routine.
Yeah.
See what I'm saying? Why I work out so much and do all that kind of stuff, Bri, that you say you see me do all the time.
Yeah.
My first coach got me into that. In 2014, that's years ago.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Over 10 years.
Yeah, I do a lot in my mornings, and I still do it to this day. And it's conditioning me. It's like subconscious. When I get up in the morning, I know after I take care of my grooming stuff, I know I'm going into prayer. You know what I'm saying? I know I'm going to the gym. I'm coming back in this shower. I'm doing personal development in the morning. I'm always listening to something positive in the morning. You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. I do morning devotion. I even read scripture in the morning, but people don't know. I study the Bible. You see what I'm saying? Then I review my goals. I do all this before 9 a.m.
That was happening.
See what I'm saying? And I've been doing this for years. A lot of people don't even know I do this type of stuff. They just like, oh, G from back in the day, G Money. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Back in the, no, you don't even. But see, I changed this 2014, and I've been doing it for years, and it's subconscious to me.
Yeah.
It's just something I just do. It's not something nobody got to tell me to do. It's just in me because I got coached on that. And the guy that coached me on it, Bri, was from the streets.
Yeah.
And he's a millionaire now. You feel me? And he's a millionaire legitimately. He was from the streets though. He was my first business coach in 2014. You see what I'm saying? He the one taught me a lot of that stuff.
Yeah.
And I've implemented it for many years, and then I went on to teach other people. Same thing. Hello, this is G Bass, Rise of the 1%, Rise Media. We on this Saturday evening about to get ready to knock out some podcast episodes with some individuals here in the city of Atlanta making some big moves. You can see here, look, this is how it goes down. Here when our guests come and sit down with myself, G Bass, other Rise of 1% of Rise Media, to have that conversation, to share the story, share the journey, share what you got going on. So listen, everybody got a story, everybody got a journey, and then you got some things going on, then you definitely can get with us and see them. It'll be a fit to be on the Rise of 1% podcast and actually have that discussion with myself. It's going to be a link to a form for you to fill out. You said www.theriseof1%.com/pod-form. Again, www.theriseof1%.com/pod-form. It's going to be in this video. You can fill that out, and we can see if it'll be a fit for you to come on and have that conversation with myself. If you don't fill out the form, then obviously it's not for you, and that's fine. We're looking for those that's serious. Those that's serious about rising to the top 1% are already in the 1%. That's what we're looking to sit down with myself right here. As you can see, Rise Media, Rise of the 1%. This is how we get down. We have a great time and have a lot of fun doing it. So once again, if you're serious, make sure you fill out the form. We'll look over the form, see if it's a fit. If it's a fit, we'll reach out. If not, we won't reach out. We'll just continue to move forward. But with that said, this is G Bass. See you soon. Have a great one on purpose.